somebody that, and I want to put it out there for the public to start downloading and for me to collect money on. Do you have experience with that side of it?
Sure. At the very least, you want to make sure that whomever downloads it agrees to a meaningful license document. You want to make sure that that person agrees that it is your code, that they're not going to download it and then start modifying and or redistributing it to other people. So you definitely need a meaningful license document. We've all seen these click-through or click-wrap type of licenses where in order to access a piece of software, whether it's a mobile app or something more traditional such as Microsoft Office or Adobe Photoshop, you have to agree to specific license terms, and that's the case in the mobile app world as well.
Okay.
Where you agree to very particular customized license terms that are appropriate for your case.
Okay. What about with Apple, Android, and Blackberry, let's say?
They have their own way of doing business. Before you can get on their app store, certainly you will have to agree to their predetermined revenue split. I believe Apple gets 30% of whatever revenue is generated from their app store. And they will dictate the specifics of license agreements. They obviously have an interest in standardized terms. They've got whatever the number is, hundreds of thousands of different apps on their own app stores, so they need to have a uniform way of doing business. So they will prescribe a number of the terms in which they want you to do business with the public.
Okay. Very interesting stuff. It's fascinating that, there's so many different things that you can protect out there, whether you come up with a new plant, a new ingredient to make a drink, patenting your invention product idea for in the market, and then you also have these type of things also where it's mobile apps, and I'm sure that the patent office has been getting more and more of these type of inquiries.
Certainly.
It's unbelievable. Have you seen a huge increase in people submitting these mobile app applications?
We've certainly had a great deal of interest within our firm. A lot of people are responding to what's going on in the marketplace and saying they want their piece of the action, so they're coming to us asking the same questions you've asked, namely, what is the optimal strategy for me to get the largest possible piece of the action?
Okay. Marty, this was very, very interesting to me. I really appreciate it, and I've learned a lot, and I hope the listeners out there, I'm sure they have learned quite a bit, depending on what level they are of when they come up with their app idea. And it's just really fascinating to me, and I'm sure that as things continue to grow, the app world is going to get bigger and better and all kinds of things, and I don't think they're going to leave any stone unturned, that's for sure, with all the different things that you could do out there.
And we're certainly learning about new things every day, things that no one contemplated yesterday.
Marty, the listeners out there, I always like to leave have the guest help the inventors. There's somebody that came up with this mobile app idea, an invention, something that they're working on, and they're at some stage of their invention process. Can you give us some words of wisdom to help us continuing to bring it to the next level?
Certainly. Some protection is better than no protection, and address these IP considerations, which really are the essence of the economic value of whatever you're working on in an early stage of the process. Doesn't mean you have to file a patent application on day one. That's not usually the optimal commercial strategy, but be thinking in terms of an overall approach and be thinking about what makes sense if there is significant commercial value, and take a look at some basic techniques at an early stage of the process. It's not something that should be daunting either economically or intellectually. There are a lot of techniques that can be used that can be customized to fit your particular circumstances.
Excellent. That was Marty Robbins from Fisher Broyles. Your office is in Chicago. There's many other offices. Marty, what's the web address?
Our web address is fisherbroyles.com. That's FisherBroyles.com. I can also be reached at 847-277-2580, and you will find my own firm biography and email address, mrobbins@fisherbroyles.com, on our website if you just click on the Attorneys tab.
Fantastic. Marty, really appreciate you being on our show. You've answered many, many questions that have been in my mind and inventors' minds. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's been an honor.
Thank you, Marty.
And good luck to all your listeners.
Thank you very much. And I'd also like to thank our sponsors of the show. Of course, Inventors Digest. You can get their print magazine, or you can go to inventorsdigest.com, and you can take a look at all resources on there, great stories, articles. Definitely take advantage of inventorsdigest.com. Distribution Direct, quickpatents.com, patentpride.com, getinventionhelp.com. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a great day, and keep on inventing. We'll catch up with you soon.